Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. Today is season 8, episode 1. And I'm really happy to start the show off with a returning guest, Chilliwack Mayor Ken Popove. Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning, Miss Nancy. Nice to see your smiling face.
Thank you. And I'm so happy for you that you came back to the show. I really appreciate it.
No, my pleasure.
Now, I have some questions. This is concerning COVID. We
Okay.
hear we hear reports on, say, Vancouver, what's happening in Vancouver, the big cities. But what's happening here in Chilliwack? Do you know the numbers?
As a municipality, no, I don't have access to the actual numbers. We are just following line with what the government is saying. I know I've been plus 55. I have applied and I'm waiting for my confirmation on an appointment, but it's a bit of a challenging thing because they being Fraser Health, they put their strategies out with, let's say there's 10,000 shots coming. Well, okay, they put their strategy out. This is how we're going to do it, X, Y, Z, and then for some reason that shipment's delayed. So then they gotta pivot and come up with a different strategy with the vaccine product in place. So as much as it's frustrating for folks, it's as frustrating for Fraser Health. So just be patient. It's all going to happen. It may take a bit longer. I know I get asked about firefighters and first responders and all those other folks, and I do check in with the higher ups at Fraser Health, and I get the same sort of comment. It's in the works,
Right.
but it's patience is certainly the key word.
Yeah. And I want everybody to know, like, I got my vaccine. Actually, I went with, Don Lane.
Yep.
You just so happened that he had the same appointment, same time, same day. So he gave me a ride there, and we got there 20 minutes early. They took us early, and it just went right through, no problem.
Yeah.
And I had no side effects. Like, I had a sore arm, and my body was a little sore for 2 days. But it was worse when I had the flu vaccine. So it was really, really easy. They're very efficient. So
yep. No, and I tip my hat to the healthcare workers that are administrating these vaccines. And I know our 2 locations. I've had a few reports come back that, just like what you said, Nancy, it's it's like a well-oiled machine. They get you in, they give you a jab, you sit for 10, 15 minutes, and away you go. So again, I tip my hat to the workers and responders, actually everybody involved in this whole pandemic that has stepped up to the challenge of trying to keep people safe. So yeah. That's good.
And for those people who are scared of needles, it's nothing. I didn't even feel it. Flu vaccine is more painful than this one, in my opinion.
Well, that could maybe factor me into that conversation because I'm not a big fan of needles, but I know it's important because I want to travel and when we get back to normal. So when my phone goes off with an appointment, I'll be there as well.
Very good. I know that Montreal has a curfew, an 8:00 curfew. Now, this is the second time they've put it in practice. And is that something that we would ever do here, do you think?
No, I don't think so. But every province is different.
Yeah.
I was watching the news this morning, and Toronto or Ontario had their worst day ever, almost 5,000 cases. So in provinces that are getting abnormally high counts, when like in BC is kind of heading in that direction, but that's a pretty tough thing to do, is to try to put a curfew. How do you control that? We've only got like a dozen police officers per day kind of on schedule. How do you, it'd be impossible to do. So just, I just want people to be safe, follow the science. The science isn't wrong. I know it's getting tiresome. I'm with you. I'm a social guy, and it's hard to, I love my wife dearly, but it'd be nice to see some of my friends as well. But it's just, we will get through this, and when we come out the other side, we'll be stronger than ever. But just let's stick to the guidelines that the good doctor is putting forward, and be kind to everybody. The variants are among us, stronger than the first round, more susceptible. So and I know everybody's getting tired, but we have to stay on course.
Yeah, and
that's the only way we can beat this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel sorry for those people who are feeling depressed or whatever, Fortunately, I don't tend to do that, but I'm able to do this, which really helps. And I am waiting for this to go to get to the point where I can invite you and your wife to our building to join the group of us here for a nice supper.
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that.
Oh, for sure. Everybody would be really happy. I've already talked to some of the people, and I told them how social you are, and they would look forward. They are looking forward to that. Okay. I want to change the subject. Okay. Mm-hmm. I read that the property taxes that we are now going to be paying them through the provincial government. Is that true?
That is true, and you bring up a real sexy topic here, Nancy. Taxes. We all got to pay taxes, but yeah, the system has been changed a little bit. Step one, you'll get your tax notice in the mail in May. Step two, and I'm reading off the steps here just so I'm correct. You visit the government.bc.ca/homeowner grant to claim your homeowner grant through the province. Okay. And then step three.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
How you pay your taxes is you online banking. You can come to City Hall by mail, post-dated checks. There's various different ways. So they being the government are trying to streamline the process. Okay. So we'll see how that all rolls out. I'm sure they've done a lot of research on what could go wrong and what's working and what's not working. So this is a little bit new. Mm-hmm. You can also just phone City Hall if you want to confirm what I've just said, or need some more information, or just go to our website and just follow the link. So yeah, there's a bit of a change in how you apply for your homeowner's grant.
So does that make it easier for City Hall for it being going through the provincial government?
I would suppose there's a step that's taken out of it then. Yes, because it just, matter of us sending out the tax notices and then folks coming back in to pay their taxes, basically. So yeah, that will take a step out of the whole, the whole process. So that's part of the streamlining. Right. So yeah, okay. You bet.
Now, another change of topic, because I like to do that. I just read somewhere that currently, whoever does these polls or whatever, that Canada has, for the first time, is the #1 country to live in.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah.
And I just found out that there was a Maclean's article that the city of Chilliwack is in the top 100. I think we're like 90 or something like that. So, and it, it stands to reason if if you look around where we live with our parks and our trails and our, the mountain views and the golf courses and the lakes and all that good stuff, it's not surprising. And we were also head of Abbotsford, which is kind of nice too. I always beat Abbotsford up. So yeah, no, it was a good stat to get. I didn't know that until it was brought to my attention. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, I think that's all I have, unless you have something you want to add before we shut down.
No, I just want, folks to, just be respectful, keep your mask on. I know I dislike putting my mask on as well, but it's the right thing to do. And if you live in a neighborhood with some elderly folks, maybe check on them from time to time. Get outside as much as you can. The weather has now turned. I'm not sure when this is going to go live, but it's going to be a great week and into next week as well. So just be safe and be kind to everybody, and we will get through this as a team. Yeah. Thanks, Nancy, for having me back.
You're welcome. This is going to air on Tuesday, on the 20th.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be right there with the nice weather. Thank you again, Mr. Mayor, for joining me, and I appreciate it. And we'll talk to you again, okay?
Anytime. My pleasure, Nancy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Hope you see you next time. Until then, peace out.